Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our online digital classroom here in GSC 109 and the accompanying lab 109L, or General Physical Science. I want to welcome you this week to week 3 in the course, where we want to be able to investigate physical science phenomena. And in this case, we are going to take the story, the narrative of Newton's laws of motion, as they can help us delve more into the world of physics. But before we begin, have you ever wondered, asked a question, or truly inquired about how physical science affects your day-to-day life? Well, that's the first step in science, is always having an inquiring mind. And scientific inquiry is a systematic process, and we work on that in various parts throughout the semester. And it's really about exploring the natural and physical, in this case, the physical world, through observation, experimentation, and evidence-based reasoning that you generate. It involves asking questions, forming the educated guess or the hypotheses, and then asking, what is my data doing to be able to prove and support my hypothesis? Or maybe we don't support it as well, and we just need to sit back and rework it a little bit more. Well, this method, it's a fundamental skill set in the world of science. And it's key to advancing knowledge. And that is our main goal, is advancing knowledge and communicating and fostering critical thinking and problem solving. Most of the inquiry in this class is evidence-based through observations focused around a particular physical science phenomena. It ranges from changes in temperature, the distribution of energy, and in this case, movement. Just to reiterate, we are going to be working on Newton's laws of motion this week. And so you ask yourself questions like, have you ever wondered why you lurch forward when a car suddenly slams on its brakes? Or how a rocket manages to lift off of the ground? Well, this week, we're going to be unlocking the secrets behind these everyday mysteries with Newton's laws. And we're going to work on this throughout the week and delve into a few fun interactive experiments utilizing real-world applications that will make you see this phenomena of motion in a completely different way, as a way to bridge the gap between kinematics in one direction, but also in two directions. So let's actually talk a little bit about these different laws. First of Newton's laws is the law of inertia. Really, why things stay put or keep moving. This week, we're going to be tackling that along with the other remaining laws. And this is, again, the law of inertia. And in simplest terms, an object at rest stays at rest. And an object in motion will always stay in motion unless acted upon by an external force. One of Newton's other laws is the second law of motion. Force, mass, and acceleration all interact. But what's the force being generated? In Newton's second law, force equals mass times acceleration mathematically. And this law explains why it's harder to push a fully loaded shopping cart than an empty one. I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but when I go to Martin's and I buy a lot of groceries, my cart gets heavier to move over time. And once I unload the groceries, well, that cart's very easy to put back in the cart corral. And then finally, in Newton's third law, we are going to take a look at the phenomena that action and reaction, push and the pushback, also do occur and help explain motion. You see, in Newton's third law, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Think about it like this. The next time you shoot a basketball, or when you push a ball towards the hoop, the ball is actually pushing back against your hand with equal force. Now, before we go and conduct our studies for the week, let's take a moment to appreciate how much Newton's laws have really shaped our world. Because of these laws, we have a better understanding on how we can move not just on our own planet, but outside it. From sending rockets to space to even improving sports performance, these simple laws or principles are behind some of the greatest achievements that you're going to encounter later in the course. Now, I like for you to keep an open mind and inquire about the physical and natural world around you. We need to keep exploring about physical science phenomena and keep asking these wondrous questions. Who knows, maybe next time we might unlock a new understanding about the world around us in a future lesson. As always, if you need some help throughout this week's assignment, you can contact me using video chat. You can swing by my office for an in-person office hours visit, or send me an email during my regularly scheduled open office hours found on the syllabus. All right, let's have an excellent week, y'all, and let's keep an open mind and move on forward with our phenomena for the semester.